Muchísimas gracias. My name is Stefan, and I'm going to introduce the rev-house. It's a project that started a year ago, but thanks to a small but very dedicated team, it already reached detailed design phase, ready to be sold. We have revolutionary living spaces, and I will explain what this is all about. It all started with a dream. The dream was to live somewhere nice. For me, it's the ocean. And it's not just about the house, it's as well the surroundings. You want to feel happy. For somebody else, it's the mountain or the rivers, but for me, it's the water. But the reality is very different, and it's not very affordable to buy such houses. This is something which you get nowadays if you want new modern design. And have a look, €500,000. Well, I don't have that kind of money, and still only 2 bedrooms, and you're in a big development. So that's not quite what I was after. So let's keep on looking. Well, that's more of my budget, yeah, 155, but it's really tiny, 42 square meters, very old. Well, that's not really it either. So let's keep on looking. Let's go to Las Palmas, what the apartments nowadays go for. Yeah, let's keep on looking. Well, we all know that. If you stick your head out of the balcony, yeah, you somewhere see a bit of ocean, and you still have to pay €220,000. And beside the balcony, there's hardly any window in this flat. So, no, that's not it. So, and that's why a small group of people sat together and developed a concept, a construction concept, to provide you exactly what is needed, space. And this as well at an affordable price. And whilst this doesn't look like much, but with this concept, you can do something like this. This is a design from our Spanish architect Gabriel Diaz, which shows what it's all about. Living with big windows, a big terrace in nature. And this has 80 square meters with terrace, and we sell it for €60,000, including foundation. And I mentioned that our system is modular, so you don't see the technology behind it, but it can form of all kinds of 2-story buildings. And you can even, when the house is finished, later on add a module to it to maybe extend it for kids or the grandma who moves in. And that's why easily this house can look like this. This is something we planned for a client in Germany, 280 square meters, which will sell for €240,000, including insulation, heating, triple glazing windows. Well, I hope you've seen that the house already is quite affordable. But what about the land? We all know that the land is expensive as well. This is why our concept has micro foundations. That means we don't have a big concrete slab, which is expensive. These little footings, they can adjust to all kinds of terrain, and we know that, for instance, steep terrain or rocky terrain is it's cheaper to buy. And so we can realize houses like this in a well-known area in Palmas, where we can offer this house 120 square meters for €120,000, including foundations, which is quite revolutionary for me. So we have the cheap house, we have the cheap land, but what if you can't find land or you don't want to spend money for land at all? Well, we developed a floating structure, a pontoon, where you can build our house on just as you can build on foundations. And this enables you to live right on the water, right in nature, something like that. A project we do with the government in Germany who wants to make their area more attractive for tourists. So we build a houseboat park. This is our 2-story house, which is €149,000, complete, ready to live in. And we as well have a 1-story version, which is €79,000. And you can change the windows, you can change the material. This is kind of what we were after. With little money, enable you to live in nature. Okay, so we have house, we have land or no land. What about the living costs? And of course, we offer alternative energies like solar, wind, but that's not really new. That has been around for a long time. The question to us was, why are so few people using it? Because it's just too expensive. And this is why we developed our own approach to reduce the energy you need with LED and a new behavior. And if you use less energy, you as well have to spend less on buying solar cells. And that's the key. We calculated here in the Canaries, you can get away with only a few improvements. A two-people household invests about 10,000 euros, and this can power all the appliances. And you can pay off this little money in easy 4 or 5 years, and over the lifetime of the solar cells, you make up to 40,000 euros, which is money in your pocket and not to your service provider. Okay, well, another advantage is that the house can actually be put in a container, all the parts. So we can ship in very remote destinations, and logistically it's a major advantage because there's no screw missing, no part, everything is in this container. Okay, let's come to the Canary Islands. The Canary Islands have become my home of choice, and to me it is rev-house territory. You have everything I love. You have the ocean, you have the sun, you have water, you have secluded bays. This is where it works best. So I want to conclude my presentation with the offer, the invitation, if you're interested in this product, which is ready to be built, or want to work with me to sell and produce and develop this concept in the Canary Islands, I would look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much for your attention.